Hope everybody is well. Today, welcome to Kitchen Court Chats. I guess I'm gonna have to figure out a real intro eventually, one of these days. Sashina, I hope that your premiere went well. I wanted to start after you were done, and I was seeing great reviews about that in the chat. If you guys aren't already subscribed to Sashina's channel, she's an author and well worth subscribing to. So please do that. She's linked under my channel, under my friends. Sashina, you know me and my ADHD, but I do recall that you said that, so I tried for today. Hi, Christy Davidson. How are you doing today? Guys, please go ahead and tell me what you had for dinner. If you didn't like what you had for dinner, tell me what you wish you had for dinner. Um, I just served some appetizers that were somewhat rejected, I will say. Regardless, though, tell me what you had for dinner. Courtney, you were first today. I pinned your comment. Excellent work. Thank you so much. I wish I had some crawfish. R Cross 35. You're having a hamburger stuff in your face. Courtney, BLT Sammy, that's a default de facto of mine. Wendy, Philly cheesesteak pizza. Okay. Okay. Officer Pork Chop, wifey is bringing you a Whataburger and a shake. I don't think I've had that. Have I had that? I don't think I have. I don't think I have. Chris, welcome. We're just talking about dinner. What do we have yet? Vicky hasn't eaten yet. It's only 5:27 on the West Coast here, so it's still a little bit early. Whataburger is good. Where is it? Oh, you had a brunch of steak and eggs, Bev. That's nice. Jonathan, welcome. Wendy, you're gonna have to tell us, was this pizza place like a local chain or was this one of the big pizza places that is around? Because I think that that would impact if people are also going to try and order a Philly cheesesteak pizza. You know what I'm saying? Um, Jonathan had a chicken wrap. I bought wraps today as well. Leftovers for Grammy Rita. I like leftovers, you know. My whole plan for dinner was like a beef stir fry. And so I have chopped up all of those items already, but I'll be making them later. Because I actually want to eat it. So before we get started, I do want to talk about the memberships on the channel. Thank you to everybody who has become a member already, making my dreams come true. Um, not even there's no joke about that. That's absolutely true. But YouTube Daddy has been a little weird lately. I'm not. I mean, honestly, earlier today, some people were letting me know that they had gotten word from the old channel that they were refunded somehow. Very odd. Um, so but I do believe that there may not have been enough people that have signed up to receive gifts on the channel. So there's two things that you can do to help me. First thing you can do is go ahead and turn on the gifts function via your phone or whatever you're using. If it's Apple, it's harder to do that. And I wonder partly if that's because I'm Canadian. I don't know. I don't know, to be honest with you, but I wonder if that has something to do with it. But I appreciate each and every one of you that have become members, that gifted memberships, and please, we'll follow up. Those were not given to anybody, and therefore they should be refunded to you. Um, yeah, and we can work on that when the time comes. Oh my gosh. Uh, Melanie, prepping for Thanksgiving. Isn't Thanksgiving next week? What can you prep now for Thanksgiving? Maybe like getting the turkey out, which reminds me of a very funny story. I will tell that later. How would you do that on a PC, Wendy? Well, on a PC, uh, if you go to my main channel, uh, and go to the membership tab, there should be some ellipses, which are like the three dots. And from there, it should be able to select gift settings. If you're on a phone, I think you can click on the like dollar sign. Thanksgiving is this week. But today's Saturday, right? Isn't today Saturday? Oh, William, thank you for joining your 23rd favorite. Oh, 22nd. Oh, I thought it was 23rd. I was actually happier with that. Favorite court channel. Miss Carrie, seriously, I'll look into it later, but I do think that it'll become refunded, unfortunately. Uh, did I say main channel? If I said that, I didn't mean that. This is the main channel for this for me. The other channel is just 1.0, we call it. KCC 1.0 versus KCC 2.0. Also, speaking of KCC 1.0, last night I got a privacy strike on some really old videos on the old channel, KCC 1.0, and which honestly made me want to watch that case even more. So we might be following up with that. It was a case where it's a pretty famous YouTuber that was having a TPO hearing. Now, you guys know I haven't made a big deal about this on this channel, but I don't use people's names in the titles of my videos or the descriptions of the videos in terms of participants in court. I just don't really feel like being the way that somebody's family might get around to seeing that. So a lot of my names are more generic. But that particular video was called something like YouTuber versus mom TPO hearing or something. Sorry. I'm waiting. I'm really hoping that it gives somebody a fucking membership. Cellulite Yoga Pants. Thank you so much. Uh, Obviously, I'm gonna have to follow up on that if it doesn't work. I don't know why they would approve it, but then not allow gifting memberships. Hi, Nancy. Didn't work yet. No. God damn. Again, like I said, I I wish I had something to do with it. Like I wish other YouTubers were lying when they said, "Oh, YouTube decides who gets the memberships, the gift memberships." That's the truth. YouTube decides who gets the gift memberships. I have no way of having anything to do with that, and so I wish I did, but I don't. However, I am absolutely invested in finding out why it's not working properly for us because that's sort of, you know, the way it is. We didn't have a 500 subscriber celebration. We're sort of in the middle of it, William. Do I have plans for 1,000 subscriber celebration? Every night's a celebration, wouldn't you say? In a way, it depends when we get there, William. Um, Honestly, sometimes part of me feels like you just put a lot into it and then you worry it's just too much. Anyways, um, Christy Davidson, welcome. And the chat sometimes gets a little crazy. If you're wondering about playing games, that is for um, you can totally play the games, but you need to use an exclamation mark first. I just saw that there. Can somebody do exclamation mark games in the chat? And that'll do a little bit of an explanation. Um, Frederick the talking cat and the 911 operator who chased Simpson call. Yeah, let me work on getting those on the on the show. I'm on to that. Um, it is still lovely to see green in the chat. I really, really love to see it. Also, I do need to say this. When I was recently looking into something to do with Streamlabs, they did note that you have to be active in the chat to be earning your points. So please keep that in mind. I don't know what that means. They didn't really define active, but just think about that. Also, please remember that the points are completely arbitrary. They're free. They're fun. Uh, so don't get too worried about it. And if you run out, well, we can help you with more. Nancy, thank you. Did you say I look lovely today? Thank you so much. You have to work on Black Friday. Oh, yeah. Oh, the last thing I'll say about Streamlabs is there is sometimes a slight time delay because it doesn't want you to become a gambling addict. So just keep that in mind if you're trying to do it over and over again. That's sometimes the reason why. So, welcome to everybody who's here. Nancy says, "Hi, Dad," to Mikey. Did I do something different with my hair? Not yet. Almost. We'll see what happens when it comes out. Um, we'll see if it has any sort of, no, looks messy actually. Well, we'll see. Yeah, that didn't work. Almost. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm gonna put this back up. The 1,000 subscriber, a star-studded event. Yeah. Oh, we'll see. Um, you're not deceased, just digested. RC Cross. I like that. That's good. Uh, you want pony rides and face painting. Chrissy. Thank you. I appreciate that. I was literally trying to get some more like, I don't know, not straightness into my hair. It does look a little kinky, doesn't it? Um, but I haven't yet done the leggings TikTok trick. Maybe that'll be next. I'll try that. See if that works. Anyways, what was I gonna say? Hey, Mikey, what did you have for dinner? Um, Wendy, did you tell us what brand of pizza that is? Because I think that's important. Also, frozen pizzas in Canada are really expensive now. Well, everything's really expensive, but especially frozen pizzas are really, really expensive right now. So, I wonder. Yeah, Courtney. I was gonna ask you actually, Courtney, for some hair tips because you have longer-ish hair too. Good either. Anyways, I get to 1K and you'll come on the stream. Wow. That might actually be worth people's while, won't it? Thank you. Bad Scooter, welcome. Hector, you're having spaghetti with pesto. Just spaghetti noodles with pesto sauce? Or what do you think? Uh, a pizza is Wendy, did Wendy answer us yet? Because a frozen pizza here would cost like $7 or $8, which would be crazy. No offense, William. I don't want you in Holly. Sorry. I'd much rather have Mikey. Whoops. Ugh. I can't handle you. At least, uh, yeah, I think I can. Maybe we should do a music night when you come on, Mikey. Because you seem to say that you knew them all last time. I didn't know half of them, but $7 isn't expensive for a pizza. Okay, well, then I'm cheap. Um, Lisa, she can handle shit that you can't even imagine. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. You guys are so good to me. Guys, please make sure that you locked in for your shift by hitting the like button. Super helpful. The likes have been off the charts lately. Very proud of those. So thank you so much. Please keep that up. I think that YouTube Daddy pays attention to that. Coleslaw wrestling. Yeah, we could do that. I get. I don't know if that would be fair, but I I've been saying my toxic trait is that I if I was at the coleslaw wrestling competition, I might indeed sign up. to participate just because I want to. And Mikey, I believe that you've seen some shit too. Your radio days, yes. But can you also take responsibility for literally turning people off of coleslaw? Look at Beverly Bradford in the chat. She says she can't eat coleslaw anymore after that. That's crazy. I don't think I ate coleslaw before, but anyways. So today, you guys, we are going to Clayton County, Georgia, which is a contiguous county, which means it touches Fulton County, which is where the infamous or famous Judge Alex Manning is from. This is not Dismissal Dan. He's been AWOL, absent without leave from me, anyways, for a while. But it is another judge or magistrate in Clayton County. And the first picture of it made me pick this one for us to watch together today. Nancy, you worked for Five Guys. I've heard that Five Guys has really good burgers too. We don't have that here either. I know. We don't have that here either. Anyways, like I said, let's get started. Oh, I gotta put on the headphones. Also, did you see the new little I don't think it worked when you gifted the memberships, but when you subscribe or when you super chat, I think it's gonna do something cool. I'll do a test one here to show you guys in a second. Just give me 1 second. You saw the gift when someone gifted? Oh yeah, that, but not like actual, like nobody actually got it though, right? Right, Sheena? I'll show you here. Doesn't that look cool? I sort of like it. And that's what I spent last night figuring out. Failed to add like KCC. The top right looks like a musical. I know, that's why I picked it. And that's not a lady. I believe that's a man in pink up there. Oh, you can see why I picked this one.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Again, my name is Judge Tamika West Bernard. I'm presiding over the first appearance calendar for Magistrate Court today. We do have one inmate requiring an interpreter. I've already sworn in the interpreter, so please bear with me. I have to allow time for the interpreter to interpret my statements. So I will move slowly in my opening remarks. First, I would like to swear in each inmate. If everyone will raise their right hand.
Buenos días, yo soy la juez Tamika West Bernard. Yo soy la juez que preside hoy esta lista de causas. Si nos tiene paciencia, hoy tenemos un intérprete para uno de los detenidos. Entonces, primero voy a pasar lista y luego darles mis comentarios iniciales. Levanten la mano, por favor, para tomar su juramento.
Okay, do you swear and affirm that the information that you provide to the court, including information that you provide on your court-appointed counsel form, will be true and accurate to the best of your knowledge?
Juran y afirman que la información que van a dar en el tribunal, incluida la información que dieron en la solicitud para el abogado de oficio, será verdadera y correcta.
I need a verbal yes.
Necesito una respuesta afirmativa
Yes,
de
I
parte.
do. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. You can put your hands down.
Gracias, ya pueden bajar la mano.
This is your first appearance before the Magistrate Court of Clayton County.
Esta es la comparecencia inicial en la sala menor del Tribunal de Primera Instancias del Condado de Clayton.
We are not here to try your case or to take a plea.
No estamos acá para que yo presida el juicio de su caso, tampoco para aceptar declaraciones ante los cargos imputados.
You're here for the court to inform you of the charges against you,
Están acá para que yo les informe de los cargos imputados,
advise you of certain rights,
para que le informe de ciertos derechos,
set bail for those offenses for which the court is authorized to set bail,
imponerles fianza por los delitos los cuales tengo la autorización de imponer fianza,
schedule a preliminary hearing on your behalf,
programar una audiencia preliminar para ustedes,
and to determine whether you require the assistance of an attorney.
también para determinar si requieren la ayuda de un abogado.
You have the right to remain silent and say nothing,
Tienen el derecho a permanecer callados sin decir nada.
but should you choose to give up this right,
Pero si eligen renunciar a ese derecho,
anything you say during these proceedings may be used against you if your case goes to trial.
cualquier cosa que digan durante esta diligencia judicial se puede tomar en su contra si el caso procede a juicio.
Doing this and all other court proceedings,
Durante esta diligencia y cualquiera en el futuro,
you have the right to the presumption of innocence until the state proves your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt.
tienen derecho a la presunción de la inocencia hasta que el Estado pruebe su culpabilidad fuera de una duda razonable.
You have the right to indictment by the grand jury for most felonies or accusations for misdemeanors.
Tiene derecho a la acusación formal por la mayoría de los delitos graves y por el gran jurado, y también el derecho a una acusación general cuando se trata de delitos menores.
You also have the right to a speedy and public trial by jury.
También tienen el derecho a un juicio público y sin demora ante un jurado.
You have the right to see, hear, and cross-examine all witnesses who are called to testify against you.
Tienen el derecho a ver, a escuchar y a contrainterrogar todos los testigos convocados a declarar en su contra.
You also have the right to compel the attendance of witnesses in your own behalf by subpoena.
También tienen el derecho a obligar la comparecencia de testigos por medio de citatorio judicial.
You have the right to testify and offer other evidence in your own defense should you choose to do so.
Tiene el derecho a declarar y presentar pruebas en defensa propia si eligen hacerlo.
But should you choose not to do so,
Pero si eligen no hacerlo,
no presumption of your guilt may be raised.
no se puede tomar por sentado presunción de culpabilidad de su parte.
You also have the right to have an attorney represent you during these proceedings and all other court proceedings.
También tiene el derecho a la representación de un abogado durante esta diligencia judicial y cualquier otra diligencia judicial.
Some of you will be allowed to post unrestricted bonds for your release from jail pending prosecution of your case.
Algunos de ustedes.
Mikey, thank you. I don't know why it's taking so long. That's a Streamlabs problem. It should pop up right over here once it does in the chat. But where is it? Well, I say thank you. And there it is. That looks pretty good. I'm pretty proud of. Can we get also it on record that Mikey's coming on the show at 1,000 subscribers, please? Somebody remember that. You like the noise, Sashina? Working on it, improving every day. And you need to learn how to do eye makeup like mine. Dana, I'll do my makeup tutorial again. I don't know how to do eye makeup. Believe me, when you watch me do it, you'll realize there's no skill here. A very 80s. Yeah, that probably is true.
The person who posted it.
Momento en el cual se devolverá el dinero en efectivo a la persona que lo pagó.
If you use a commercial bonding company approved by the sheriff,
Si usa una compañía comercial de fianzas, una de las compañías aprobadas por el sheriff,
someone will have to pay the company up to 15% of the total bond as their fee for their service.
alguien tendría que pagar hasta un 15% de la fianza total como la tarifa de servicio.
This fee will not be returned.
Y esa tarifa no se devuelve.
Someone may also post bond using their property
También se puede pagar la fianza usando una propiedad.
if they have net equity in the property
Si esa propiedad tiene un patrimonio neto
in an amount equal to 3 times the total amount of the bond.
en una cantidad que es un mínimo de 3 veces lo que es el total de la fianza.
Some of you will have special conditions on your bond order that prohibit you from contacting certain people or going around certain places.
Algunos de ustedes tendrán condiciones especiales en la fianza, las cuales prohíben que contacten a ciertas personas o que vayan a ciertos lugares.
You will also be prohibited from calling or contacting the alleged victim while you're in jail and or out on bond.
También se le prohibirá llamar o contactar a la presunta víctima mientras está en libertad bajo fianza.
Should you violate the court's order, your bond will be revoked.
Si llega a infringir la orden de fianza, su fianza quedará revocada.
And you will not be entitled to another bond while awaiting trial.
Y no tendrá derecho a otra fianza mientras está esperando el juicio.
An additional charge of aggravated stalking,
Cargos adicionales de acecho con agravantes,
influencing witnesses,
de influenciar a testigos,
or other charges that the law may provide could be brought against you,
o otros cargos según dispone la ley se pueden formular en su contra,
for which you could be sentenced up to 10 years in prison,
por los cuales
8:48, Jonathan, just in case. Also, Nancy, thank you so much for your super chat. I do not understand why Streamlabs is taking so long for it to pop up. I saw it. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Seriously. And Chris, you as well. I see that. I'm hopeful that in moments Streamlabs will properly get working and give us the little thing down here and I can say thank you, thank you, thank you. Seriously, you guys are great. I appreciate each and every one of you. All of your support means the absolute world. It popped up. It did? No, it didn't. Didn't pop up over here. Oh, Lord. Anyways, again, thank you, Chris. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Mikey. Appreciate it. Thank you, Cellulite Yoga. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It popped up in the chat, Lisa, but it didn't pop up on the screen yet. I want it to pop up in the screen. You know what I mean? Regardless, though, please know that I see it and I appreciate each and every one.
the person who posted it.
momento en el cual se devolverá el dinero en efectivo a la persona que lo pagó.
If you use a commercial bonding company approved by the sheriff,
I said 8:48, right? It's over again. I remember the 8:48. This is why I say this. This is why I do this. Hi, Tin Man. Hope you're well.
Years in prison
por los cuales se le puede poner una pena de hasta 10 años de prisión,
and fine up to $20,000.
una multa de hasta $20,000.
For family members who will assist you in posting bond,
Para los familiares que le van a ayudar a pagar la fianza,
they will be provided with information regarding your bond amount after we have concluded the first appearance calendar for today.
recibirán información sobre la cantidad de la fianza una vez que concluyamos esta lista de cargos para la comparecencia inicial.
If a family member is an alleged victim on the warrant and there's a special condition that you're to have no contact with that family member,
Si un familiar suyo aparece como la presunta víctima en la orden de arresto y existe una condición del tribunal que dispone ningún contacto entre usted y esa persona,
he or she will not be allowed to post bond on your behalf.
no se permitirá a él o a ella pagar la fianza por usted.
Some of you are charged with offenses for which this court is simply not authorized by law to set bail.
Algunos de ustedes tienen cargos los cuales sencillamente el tribunal no tiene la autorización de imponerles fianza.
In this event, a bond hearing will be scheduled before a superior court judge.
Si este es su caso, una audiencia de fianza se programará ante un juez de la sala superior
And I will provide you with that date during your first appearance hearing this morning.
y le voy a informar de la fecha de la audiencia durante esta comparecencia inicial.
If you are currently on active probation, this court is not authorized by law to set bond.
Si actualmente está cumpliendo una condena de libertad condicional, el tribunal no está autorizado para imponerle fianza en este momento.
Your bond can be reconsidered after your probation officer has an opportunity to determine
Se puede reconsiderar su fianza una vez que su agente de libertad condicional ha tenido la oportunidad de determinar
if they wish to file a warrant for violation of your probation.
si quieren emitir una orden de aprehensión por haber incumplido las normas de su libertad condicional.
This is usually during your preliminary hearing.
Eso normalmente sucede durante su audiencia preliminar.
The purpose of preliminary hearing is to determine if there's enough evidence
El propósito de la audiencia preliminar es para determinar si existen suficientes pruebas
or probable cause
o, es decir, suficientes indicios justificantes
to justify keeping you detained until such time as your case goes to trial.
para mantenerlos detenidos hasta que el caso proceda a juicio.
For those of you charged with misdemeanors only,
Para ustedes que solamente tienen delitos menores imputados,
you will have the option of waiving your preliminary hearing.
tendrán la opción a renunciar a la audiencia preliminar.
Waiving your hearing will not affect your right to post bond,
Renunciar a la audiencia no afectará en su derecho a depositar fianza,
your right to have an attorney represent you,
a su derecho a un abogado para representarlo.
or your right to a jury trial.
Tampoco le afectará en su derecho a un juicio por jurado.
If you post bond, your preliminary hearing is automatically waived.
Si deposita fianza y sale, la audiencia preliminar queda renunciada automáticamente.
And you will be mailed a notice when to appear in state court for arraignment for any misdemeanors.
Y le enviará por correo la notificación de comparecencia en la sala estatal para su instrucción de cargos para los delitos menores.
If you cannot make bond,
Si no puede salir en libertad bajo fianza,
you may waive your preliminary hearing and be taken before a state court judge.
puede renunciar a la audiencia preliminar y con eso tendrá una audiencia ante un juez de la sala estatal,
At which time, if you plead guilty, you will be sentenced.
momento en el cual, si decide declararse culpable, se le impondrá la condena.
If you plead not guilty, a trial will be scheduled on your behalf.
Si se declara no culpable, se programará una audiencia por usted.
For those of you who choose to have a misdemeanor preliminary hearing,
Para ustedes que eligen tener su audiencia preliminar por los delitos menores imputados,
Your hearing will be scheduled for July 25th, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom.
Su audiencia se señala para el 25 de julio 2023 a las 8:30 de la mañana por medio de Zoom.
For those of you charged with felony offenses, you will not have the option of waiving your preliminary hearing.
Para ustedes que tienen delitos graves imputados, no tendrán la opción a renunciar a la audiencia preliminar.
Your preliminary hearing will be scheduled for July 26, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom.
Ustedes tendrán su audiencia preliminar el 26 de julio 2023 a las 8:30 de la mañana por medio de Zoom.
That will conclude my opening remarks.
Mis comentarios iniciales ya están concluidas.
At this time, I will proceed forward with the first appearance of any inmates that require an interpreter.
En este momento comienzo con la comparecencia inicial para los que necesitan intérprete.
And then we will take any females and then any males.
Luego las señoras y después los señores.
Okay, 1 minute, please.
Un momentico.
Your Honor, did you get the information for Sanchez? Yes.
Well, I was gonna skip it. That's not a woman, it's a man. I was gonna skip it, but I wanted to see what happened with this person wearing this outfit. Let's see what happens. There's only this one case with the interpreter, I believe, and then we move on to the other cases. Actually, before we get started, what are the charges? Let's make a guess. I'm going with trespassing and shoplifting. Trespassing and shoplifting. What do you guys think? A Warman in honor. Well, remember on this channel we spell things Canadian. No, I'm just joking. In honor of Mikey for 1K. Looking very much forward to that. We're gonna have to hold his toes to the fire on that. Could we make that happen before Christmas? I don't know. Could we? Okay, cat napping, Sashina's guessing. DV, Vicky, possibly. Public indecency, open mic. Drug offense, Beverly Bradford. I think. Oh, they should put gang members in pink, hey? Stalking. Lisa B is guessing stalking. Dana M, definitely Home Depot related. Well, Dana, I love your guess. I fucking love your guess. Wenlaw, lurking, you have company, but they aren't that much fun. Hi, Wenlaw, and your company. Tell them to come watch KCC. We always have fun. Pink for DWI in Arizona. This is not Arizona. This is Georgia. Drugs, meth possession. I don't see meth. Prostitution from Miss Carrie. Something at a gas station, says Cellulite Yoga Pants. All right, let's see.
Let me check.
Okay.
Assault and threatening. Could he? Miss Carrie is the accountant of the year. Thank you again for being a member. Appreciate each and every one of you. Green in the chat is beautiful to see. I love it. I don't know why those are popped up. Oh, jaywalking. Good gas, Jonathan. Good gas. And Melanie's assault. Let's see. What will they say? And you noticed earlier about there being that lovely fern in the background there. I agree. A fern in the background. Drugs. Come on, Judge. Move along.
her full name for the record for me. And yes, deputies, I did receive the information for inmate Gordon.
Okay, good.
Okay?
Ya
State your
reanudamos la grabación de la audiencia. Señor, por favor, pase adelante y diga su nombre, por favor.
Jaime,
Jaime.
Okay, can he spell that for me, please?
Señor, ¿me lo puede deletrear, por favor, su nombre?
J-A-I-M-E,
Jaime.
Okay, last name?
¿Y los apellidos, señor?
Garay Vanegas,
Garay Vanegas.
G-A-L-A-Y,
G-A-R-A-Y.
Vanegas, B-A-N-E-G-A-S,
Vanegas, B-A-N-E-G-A-S.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I had the right person.
Muy bien, solamente quería confirmar que tenía la persona correcta.
Sir, you have been charged with 2 offenses.
Señor, a usted se le imputa 2 delitos.
The first offense is driving while unlicensed.
El primero es manejar sin licencia.
Your bond amount is $1,000.
La fianza para esa infracción es $1,000.
The second offense is violation of a red light in violation of Georgia law.
La segunda infracción es desobedecer un semáforo en
Your
rojo.
Your bond amount is $500.
Desobedecer una ley de tránsito del estado de Georgia. And I'm sorry, Your Honor, could you repeat, please, that bond amount?
$500.
La fianza para esa infracción es $500.
Therefore, your total bond is $1,500.
Por lo tanto, la fianza total se le impone a $1,500, señor.
Do you understand the charges as well as your bond amounts?
¿Entiende las infracciones y también la fianza?
sí,
Yes.
Can you make bond?
¿Va a poder salir bajo fianza, señor?
sí,
Yes.
I've scheduled your preliminary hearing for July 25th, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom.
Muy bien. Programé su audiencia preliminar para el 25 de julio 2023 a las 8:30 de la mañana por medio de Zoom.
Did you have the opportunity to complete a court-appointed counsel form?
Señor, tuvo la oportunidad de llenar la solicitud para el abogado de oficio.
sí,
Yes.
Based on your application, you do qualify for a court-appointed attorney.
Muy bien, señor. Basándome en los datos que aparecen en la solicitud, usted sí cumple los criterios para un abogado de oficio.
Therefore, I will approve an attorney to represent you.
Por lo tanto, aprobaré un abogado para representarlo.
Do you have any questions?
¿Tiene alguna pregunta?
sí.
Yes.
Okay.
Adelante.
Your question, sir?
¿Cuál es su pregunta?
Mi pregunta es, ¿desde cuándo estará dispuesta la fianza para poder pagarse?
My question is, when will the bond be available to be able to pay it?
As soon as I send over my orders, so it'll be sometime today, before 5.
En cuanto yo envíe las órdenes, entonces en algún momento del día de hoy, antes de las 5 de la tarde.
Okay. Tell them thank you.
Gracias, señor.
Gracias.
Thank you.
So I don't believe there are deputies, there are no other inmates that require an interpreter, correct?
No,
What about
ma'am.
I have Chavez.
No, he said that he speaks English.
Okay. I got
Yeah.
this. Okay. Okay.
Or in another one, they said they speak English.
Okay, great. Okay, well, Ms. Toles, that means you are released to go. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great day.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, Jim. Welcome. Wow, you guys. Let's see what we got. First female inmate. What do we think she's in for? What do we think? What do we think?
Okay, 1 minute, Ms. Cole.
What do we think she's in for? Sorry. I keep trying to pop. Anyway. DV. Battery. Oh, Tin Man, we were wondering about what happened last night. So the woman who hit your garage was arrested for a DUI. Nuts. I'm seeing DV, shoplifting, battery, DV, or assault. What do we think this woman is in jail? Stealing hair dye. Jonathan. Traffic offenses. Beverly. Well, I mean, was anybody thinking that the gentleman before was in for traffic offenses? I don't think so. So, shoplifting at Walmart. Okay, okay. Sex worker court. Not quite sex worker court, JG, but almost. I mean, it could be, if that's your guess. Larceny from Walmart. Stealing or drugs? Drugs and shoplifting, says Nancy. Um, let's see. Oh, she bounced off of one of your cars too, Tim Man. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That is unfortunate. But could you make sure that you hit the like button? Like, I know they're not related, but I would just like you to do that. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Your full name for the record for me. And yes, deputies, I did receive the information for inmate.
Before I started, I already know it's 22:37, even though it skipped back because I said it right before we started. I was like, oh my God, it's going to skip back. It did. 22:37. So fucking smart, Hazel. Fucking brilliant.
Ms. Coles, you've been charged with 1 count of aggravated assault. Your bond amount is $20,000. Do you understand the charge as well as your bond amount?
You said 20,000?
That's what I said, 20,000.
Okay.
Do you
Yes.
understand the charge as well as your bond amount?
Yes.
Okay, can you make bonds?
Yes.
Okay, if you can make bond, there will be special conditions included on your bond order. The first condition is you must stay away from the victim by the name of Jerome Sinclair. Does a no contact. That means you cannot contact him directly, indirectly, by mail, by email, by text message, by social media, by telephone, through a third person, or go to his home or workplace. You understand that? I do
Yes.
understand you live together. Unfortunately, because of the nature of the charge, I am prohibiting you from returning to the incident location identified as 1245 Willow Drive, Riverdale, Georgia. Therefore, you'll need to make other arrangements. Is that your primary residence?
No.
Okay. And then you also cannot violate any laws while out on bond. You understand that?
Yes.
I've scheduled your preliminary hearing for July 26, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. You understand that's your next court date?
Yes.
And I have approved an attorney to represent you. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Her name. Jessica Chavez Arroyo.
She's got as long a hair as I do. Did you see that flip she just did? Um, Also, you guys, a lot of you were right on the last one. What do we think Miss Chavez, whatever her name is up for? Is it another DV? She got that look on her face. What the fuck would she be in for? Burglary. I'm calling burglary. Yeah. Miss Carey says assault. Open mic says possession. Um, I'm feeling burglary. I don't know why. Maybe she just looks a little sneaky. She looks a little sneaky to me. She got attitude, Christy Davidson says. Uh, no driver's license and drugs, Lisa B. Carjacking, cellulite yoga pants, assault, possession of a deadly weapon, stealing copper wire. Dana, that's a good choice. I don't know if we've heard that one before. She doesn't have Geico, Jonathan. Not hashtag not a sponsor yet. DV, she does look a little bit sexy. Let's see what she's in for. Like I said burglary. Christy's saying assault. Fraud, bad check. You spelt check wrong, William.
Say for me, I'm breaking up.
She said it's break. It says no internet connection.
Say it again. Ma'am, can you hear us?
Yes.
Just need to speak louder.
If Angelica Chavez Arroyo.
Okay. So Chavez. Okay. Spell your first name for me.
EBELGICA.
Okay. You've been charged with one count of party to a crime. Your bond amount is $3,000. Do you understand the charge as well as your bond amount?
Yes.
Okay. I've scheduled your police.
No, I don't understand the charge. Party to a crime. It's party to a crime. We're partying to a crime. No, seriously, does that just mean she's like knew about it? What is that charge? That's an odd charge. I would look at her face. Oh, God. So would that be party to a crime? Seriously, would that be knowledge about a crime? Would it be part of the planning process? I mean, okay, so in Texas, there's something called the law of parties. And the law of parties in Texas states that no matter what part of the planning or execution of a crime, um, you can be held responsible for the entire crime. So, as Judge Kim used to explain quite a bit, let's say that me and two other people decided to rob a bank, uh, allegedly. One of the other people only helped with the planning. They didn't go to the bank, they didn't execute any part of the robbery, but they were involved in the planning of that bank robbery. Due to the law of parties in Texas, everybody would be guilty of the crime of bank robbery, regardless of if they were there and executed it or not. It says here, Tin Man said, pulled off Google, parties to a criminal offense, generally speaking, are individuals who provide some sort of assistance to the principal either before, during, or after the criminal act. I agree with that, but I think that there's, again, that law of parties in the States or in Texas would mandate, let's say, for instance, there was unaliving or a shooting during the bank robbery that I was talking about, right? So the person who's at home had nothing to do with that. They only helped plan the bank robbery. They didn't have anything to do with what happened when it was there. But if somebody died during that bank robbery, they could still be charged with capital murder due to the law of parties in Texas. Now, obviously, this is Georgia and this is different, but and it's not a conspiracy charge. They charged her with being a party to a crime. Again, you have to be very specific when you're charging people with crimes because there's specific legal like thresholds that need to be met in terms of that. So it if it was conspiracy, it would be charged as conspiracy. I imagine this didn't have that level of involvement in it, but perhaps after the fact, I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to do a little more research into that.
Preliminary hearing for July 26, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. You understand that's your next court date?
Yes.
Okay, and then I have approved an attorney to represent you. Do you have any questions?
No, thank you.
Thank you.
Oliver.
Okay, state your full name for.
Beverly Bradford, 1000% agree. She needs to make better friends. What is this lady in for, guys? Come on. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? DUI, I'm guessing a DUI on this one. Oh, bad check spelled correctly, open mic. You know the way to my heart. Spelling Canadian. Seriously, what do we think? What did I just say? Did I just say something? DUI. I said DUI. DV, assault, theft. DUI. Christy agrees with me. I got bad checks spelled correctly. White collar crime. I don't think there's anything called that, to be honest. Loud Elvis. Lisa Figalicious says, Bev, to be fair, 10 of us were ever together. We're going to be breaking some laws, I'm sure. First of all, I remember when y'all were taking over-under bets on if I was going to get arrested in Florida. And I didn't. Not even close. She looks mean, Vicky says. Stealing hair supplies, Dana. Okay. Farting in public. Is that Tin Man? Tell me about it. Theft. Also DB. She was a Karen at McDonald's and threw coffee. Oh, can we get the video of that, please? Can we get the video of that? Jody Gardner, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Canadian good girl. Jonathan, Canadian not arrested girl. Let's go with that. Let's just go with that, shall we? She queefed. It's Carrie. Oh, fuck.
Ms. Coates, you've been charged with 1 count of aggravated assault. You're right to waive your preliminary hearing, attorney to represent you. Do you have any questions?
No, thank you.
Thank you.
Oliver.
Now I'm just getting good at remembering the number again. That was 2531. We going there. So she's coming up again. Let's see what it says. I'll be right back.
Okay, state your full name for me.
Sarah Oliver.
Ms. Oliver, you've been charged with 3 offenses. The first offense is improper lane change. Your bond amount is $500. Second offense is failure to change your address on your license. Your bond amount is $500. Third offense is open container of alcohol in violation of state law. Your bond amount is $500. Therefore, your total bond is $1,500. Do you understand the charges as well as your bond amount?
I do.
Can you make bond?
I don't. Hold on. Improper lane change. Open container of alcohol. And failure to change address on a license? Jenny, we were all wrong. We're all wrong. But she didn't get arrested for a DUI. So was she in the car with the open? I get it. How can you have an open container charge, but not a DUI charge if you were in the car? I mean, again, and Miss Carrie, seriously, $500 bond because she didn't change her fucking address on her driver's license? Reminder to self, change your fucking address on the driver's license, Paisley. Time to do that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I've scheduled your preliminary hearing for July 25th, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. Would you like to waive your preliminary hearing or keep it on the court's calendar?
Waive it.
Okay, if you waive it, you'll need to sign a waiver form from the deputies. Okay, and then I have approved a court-appointed attorney to represent you. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, deputies, you'll need to give her a waiver form for her to sign.
I am Your Honor.
Okay, And hopefully you have the new form.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, state your full name.
What did Brianna do, guys? I'm gonna do my hair like Brianna as while we talk about it. Well, I'm gonna try. Jenny, welcome. Thanks for being here. Sent by Creed and Mikey. Love it. Sometimes I do my hair to look like the people that are there just because I can. What do we think that this lady did? I mean, Georgia beat Seaman Petty tonight, right? Like super petty. Hold on. I gotta. Oh, I need those. I'm not a hairdresser. I don't know how to do it. That's about as good as I can get. We're close. I don't know. I mean, I don't have all the time in jail to be sitting doing my hair like that, so obviously a little different. Oh, fuck. Okay. Drugs and shoplifting. Assault is a safe bet tonight. It sort of is, right? Drugs for this lady. Like, they do just seem like ticketable offenses, right, Jenny? I think so. Also, if you're just getting here, please go ahead and clock in for your shift by hitting the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. It's a fun place to be. We do a lot of fun, crazy things pretty much every single day of the week. The open container made it worse. I bet it did. What do we got here, though? What do we got here? My hair can't do it. Oh, I love it. We've done episodes before where I've done almost every hairstyle. It's been fun. It's hard, though. It's like hard to do it on the fly. Like I said, I'm quite obviously not a hairdresser.
Okay, Ms. Phillips, you've been charged with 3 offenses. The first offense is aggravated battery. Your bond amount is $10,000. The second offense is aggravated assault. Your bond amount is $20,000. Third offense is being in possession of a weapon during a crime. Your bond amount is $10,000. Therefore, your total bond is $40,000. Do you understand the charges as well as your bond amount?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I've scheduled your preliminary hearing for July 26, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. You understand that's your next court date?
Yes, ma'am.
And based on your application here, you do qualify for a court-appointed attorney, so I have approved an attorney to represent you. Do you have any questions?
Ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Okay, state your full name for me.
Every Scales.
Ms. Scales, you've been charged with 1 count of criminal damage and
Ooh, we fucked it up. Criminal damage in the first degree, I'm assuming this one's gonna say. Wow, that last lady had some serious charges. Holy moly moly.
in the second degree. Unfortunately, because you're already on active probation for 9 years, I'm not authorized to set bond for you. Do you understand the charge as well as the no bond?
Huh?
Do you understand the charge as well as the no bond?
Yes.
I've scheduled your preliminary hearing for July 26, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. And then your bond hearing will be July 28, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. Do you understand those 2 different hearing dates?
Yes.
Okay, and then based on, you didn't complete your application, but since there's a no bond, I'm gonna go ahead and approve a court-appointed attorney to represent you, okay? Thank you.
You can go to that brown door over there. Yeah. Who the first one? Let's see if we do the first one.
Judge, do you have a specific inmate that you would like to see first?
Well, I think you said you're gonna do, when do you want to do more? You want to do more or less?
Yeah, more, yeah, definitely that. Yes, ma'am. Anderson is coming up now.
What's wrong with her?
Yes, sir.
Are they gonna raise the camera, do you think? I don't know. I don't know if they will. My ex is sleeping in a public library's bathroom. Sex on a plane. Okay. These are interesting guesses, you guys. I have to go to the bathroom. I'll let this one play. We'll see what it gets.
Okay, state your full name for me, sir.
Dr. Ari Anderson.
Okay, sir, you've been charged with 6 charges. I'll give you the charge and then the bond amount for each charge. The first charge is fleeing from a police officer, your bond amount. And deputies, can you adjust the camera so I can see his face, please?
No, she's going to House Unit 3.
Okay. First charge is fleeing from a police officer. Your bond amount is $2,500. Second offense is improper lane change. Your bond amount is $500. Third offense is stop or failure to yield at a stop sign. Your bond amount is $500. Fourth offense is reckless driving. Your bond amount is $2,000. Fifth offense is theft by receiving stolen property. Your bond amount is $2,000. And then last offense is driving without a license. Your bond amount is $1,000. Therefore, your total bond is $8,500. Do you understand the charges as well as your bond amounts? Okay, can you make bond? Okay, I've scheduled your preliminary hearing for July 25th, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. You understand that's your next court date, sir?
You said my total bond is 8,000.
500.
Is that what? I'm sorry.
8,500.
Thank you.
Okay, and then I have approved a court-appointed attorney to represent you. Do you have any other questions?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Aaron
Okay.
Bickerstaff. How you doing, Aaron Bickerstaff?
Okay, Mr. Bickerson, you've been charged with 2 offenses. The first offense is simple battery. Your bond amount is $2,500. The second offense is littering. Your bond amount is $500. Therefore, your total bond is $3,000. Do you understand the charges as well as your bond amount?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, can you make bond?
Yes, I can.
Okay, if you can make bond, there will be special conditions included on your bond order. The first condition is you're to have no contact with the alleged victim in the case. It's spelled Moruf Agor. That's spelled Moruffagoro. According to the warrant, there have been multiple incidents between you and the alleged victim. Therefore, I'm prohibiting you from having any contact with this individual. That means you must stay away directly, indirectly, by mail, by email, by text message, by social media, by telephone. You cannot contact him through a third person or contact him at his home or workplace. You understand that? Also, you cannot violate any laws while out on bond. Do you understand these special conditions of your release, sir? I've scheduled your preliminary hearing for July 25th, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. Would you like to waive your preliminary hearing or keep it on the court's calendar?
What benefit is it for me to keep it?
Well, I mean, the purpose, if you're gonna bond out, is automatically waived. If you don't think you're gonna bond out, I would recommend you leave it on the calendar because that'll be your next opportunity to get before a judge. Okay, And then I have, you do not qualify for a court-appointed attorney, therefore you will need to hire your own attorney. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, thank you. Okay, state your
We got another pink boy. What? You see that red peeking? I know. I love this bra. Did you guys see my beard there? I made my beard next time. Okay, what do we think this guy's in for? First of all, was that a littering charge we just heard? It was. I'm pretty fucking sure it was a littering charge. Oh, Lord Jesus. I mean, like, I love Georgia because Georgia is a law tuber's bread and butter, but what the actual strangulations? Stop sign? Dressed up like a clown and hid in the sewers, I'm thinking, open mic. Pinky and the Brain. Pinky and the Brain. What is wrong with these people? I don't know, Nancy. Clayton County, Georgia is one of the craziest places around. Battery says Marielle Miguel. I think Marielle. Never marijuana. Cellulite yoga pants. Thanks for the reminder. Also, it's been about an hour. That's a great time for a med check around here, guys. Med check, med check, med check. What a med check means is if you take medication, think about taking it. If you don't, well, come on down to the chat and tell us what that's like. We haven't found anybody yet to do it. Christy's guessing fleeing, possession, and drugs. Jenny's guessing assault with a non-deadly weapon. Okay. What would a non-deadly weapon be? A plastic knife? Knife, whatever. Oh, he smacked the taste out of her mouth and the taste was litter. Ooh. Ooh. I know you're going to Georgia, Lisa Figalicious. That's why I said it partly. I know it. I know it. Assault from Melanie again. I can't do this guy's hair. Hopefully the next one has some crazy jail hair that I can copy before I cut all my hair off.
your full name for me,
Alex Devon Crumbly Jr.
Crumbly. Middle name is Devon.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sir, you've been charged with one count of rape. Unfortunately, I'm not authorized to set bail for you today. Only a Superior Court judge can do that. So I've scheduled your preliminary hearing for June 20.
No. No fucking way. We joke, we have fun sometimes, but you can tell by my face, and everybody else in my house can tell that ain't cool. Graping is not cool. Look at his face too. Is that what pink means? But the other guy was wearing pink and it was just traffic offenses. What does the pink mean? Oh, we were all wrong. We were all on a little bit of a Saturday night, stream here. Also, Lisa, thrush, I think you can treat with the garlic again as well. Look into that. Consent. Exactly. It's about more than just your cock and the government, but it is a lot about your cock.
July 26, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. And then your bond hearing will be July 28, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. Do you understand those two different hearing dates, sir?
I do.
Okay, and then I have approved the court-appointed attorney to represent you. Do you have any questions?
Yes.
Okay.
Is there a way I can get my phone to get numbers? Because the detective wouldn't let me get my phone to get my numbers from my witnesses to prove I didn't do this.
Okay, well, that's something you can speak with your court-appointed attorney about. They should be in contact with you, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, state your full name for me.
Okay, what do we got? What do we got? Also, thank you, Arizona. You're so sweet. I'm feeling pretty today, so I appreciate that. Um, what did this guy do? Assault, fleeing. I'm saying, oh, Miss Carrie says shoplifting. I'm going with burglary. I'm going with burglary again. He looks like a fake guy, in my opinion. Not that that means that you are a burglar, but it's my thing. He shoplifted flowers to give to his boyfriend. So he like yoga pants. Um, Nancy saying grape, robbery from Lisa Figlicious, battery from J Mac, theft, Loud Elvis, DV Arizona, theft from Jenny, DV from Vicky. Okay, okay, I'm hearing a lot of DVs, a lot of theft, a lot more DVs, trafficking. Jody Gardner saying, okay, let's see what this gentleman has done. No license, registration, or insurance. Open mic, the soft sit trifecta. I think we call that.
Attorney to represent you. Do you have any questions?
No, thank you.
Thank you.
Oliver.
Wait.
I didn't hear you, sir.
LaPierce Carter.
Okay, Carter, Mr. Carter, I got you. Okay, Mr. Carter, you've been charged with two offenses. The first offense is kidnapping. Your bond amount is $15,000. The second offense is battery. Your bond amount is $4,000. Therefore, your total bond is $19,000. Do you understand the charges as well as your bond amounts? Okay, can you make bond?
I gotta call my family and see if I can.
Okay. If you get made bond, there will be special conditions included on your bond order. The first condition is you're to have no contact with the alleged victim. In the case by the name of Lakeisha Heron, do you recognize that name?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you must stay away absolutely, directly, indirectly, by mail, by email, by telephone, by pager, by social media, by text message. You cannot contact her through a third person or go to her home or workplace. Secondly, because the alleged incident occurred at 814 Barnstable Drive, Jonesboro, Georgia, 30236, you're not to return to that location while you're out on bond. And is that your primary residence?
Since the situation happened, I had moved down with my sister and my brother.
Okay, do you have any undisputed property at that location?
I just got my belongings. I haven't been back there since the situation happened.
Okay, well, if you have any undisputed property at that location, I will allow you to make an appointment with the sheriff off within 10 days of your release to retrieve any undisputed personal property. You understand that?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, and then based on your court-appointed application here, let's see. I have approved an attorney to represent you, and then your preliminary hearing is going to be scheduled for July 26, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. You understand that's your next court date? July 26, you understand that, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it right now. This guy's in for M word, the unaliving. Because how much worse can it fucking get? Also, I respect your choice for Coke Zero, but it is not better than Coke. Coke Classic, the Canadian Coke Classic, Goût Original, original taste is the best. I kicked a puppy, Jonathan. Oh my God. Driving with no license. Drug. Ecstasy are you needing with M? Oh, I mean the MURDER word. Shirtless dad? What in the hell is going on here? We're guessing the crime. Oh, by the way, 3648. Just in case it flips back. It's been flipping back every time I press play. So, it does. It keeps getting worse and worse and worse. Regular Coke is much better. I gave up regular Coke. I mean, I've given up both Cokes before, and I'll tell you, this one is the harder one to give up, if you know what I mean. Um, and I'm back on it. Yeah, drugs. You think this guy's in for drugs? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Miss Carrie, they really hurt him after he hurt them. I don't know. He's in for being too cute to pollute. He's healthy, Jenny. Diet Dr. Pepper for Lisa Delicious. Diabetes, so Coke Zero. Okay, we got it. How come USA Coke doesn't taste the same? I think it's probably sugar. Sugar or something about it. Or water, you know? I think actually, don't you guys use corn syrup instead of like sugar? I've heard something like that before. Loud Elvis, I get you. I get you. Let's see what this guy did. Let's see.
Okay, state your full name for me.
Brandon Cooper.
Okay, Ms. Cooper.
Hold on, just before we go, I just double checked. There's no corn syrup in this. The ingredients are carbonated water, sugar, caramel color, phosphoric acid, natural flavor, and caffeine. Um, so there's no, I bet if you look at a US one, there's corn syrup in it. Also, again, Canadian because it's got both English and French on the thing. So delicious and refreshing. Délicieux et rafraîchissant. Rafraîchissant. I fucking can't speak. It is very addictive in Mexico. I know. Actually, they sell Mexican Coke here, weirdly enough, in glass bottles. But, oh, shit. Okay, anyways. So it can be terrible in two languages. That's right, William. We're bilingually sucky around here.
Okay, deputies, do we have chat? I just want to make sure we have Chapman available.
Yes, we have Chapman available.
Okay. Okay, make sure we're in alphabetical order now, because otherwise it'll shift my paperwork here. Mr. Cooper, you've been charged with one count of criminal trespass. Your bond amount is $1,500. Do you understand the charge as well as your bond amount?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you make bond, sir?
No, I can't.
Okay, sir. If you can make bond, I'm prohibiting you from returning to that location. I believe it's at the airport. You should not return unless you're a ticketed passenger or you're an employee. You understand that, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and then I scheduled your bond, your preliminary hearing for July 25th, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. You understand that's your next court date?
Uh-huh.
Put green back.
Yeah.
Okay. And based on, you didn't complete your court appointed application. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions to see if you qualify? Ms. Cooper, do you not need an attorney?
No, oh no.
You sure you don't want to just have one in place?
No.
Okay, do you currently have a job?
Yeah.
Okay, how much is your monthly income estimated?
I mean, it's sometimes I go cut grass and move furniture if I see somebody at the store.
Okay, so would you say you make 1,000 a month, 2,000 a month?
Now I get paid by the week, probably like $100 every hit that here.
Okay. So I have approved an attorney to represent you. Okay, thank you. You have any questions?
No.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Come on this way.
Okay, we ready for Chapman? Okay,
Hey.
Ah, the airport. Another place where people get arrested all the time for some reason. And funny enough, actually, story about that before we move on. And this is a great time to go make sure that you have gone ahead and liked the video. It is so helpful to me and the channel. And make sure that you're subscribed with notifications on. Hit that ding-ling-ling-ling-ling-ling bell. Anyways, when I was coming back from Florida this last time, and I flew into Vancouver Airport, but I live on Vancouver Island, so I had to stay in the airport for like 6 hours until my flight left in the morning. Now, obviously, I'm not gonna pay for a hotel it just doesn't make any sense. I'm just gonna hang out in the airport, right? And I looked at it ahead of time and it said, yeah, you can hang out in the airport. So hi, Miss Jukebox Cherry, by the way, Jukebox Cherry. I found myself a spot in the airport to literally lie down on the ground. And there's two things that happened. So the first thing that happened was immediately I realized I did not come prepared to lie on the floor at the airport. I should have brought like maybe a blanket or more clothes or something, but I wasn't quite prepared. So I like spread out my like extra yoga pants and my sweater that I had. And I was sort of lying down. I had my computer with me. And there was a woman that was doing the same type of thing just down the way from me in the airport. It was quite late, probably 2 o'clock in the morning. And the police officers walk by and and said, "Hey, you got to move along. You got to get the fuck out of here." And of course, like I like burst up, and I'm like, "Oh my god, this is it. They're kicking you out of the airport. You got to go. You got to get the fuck out of here." Well, they weren't talking to me. They were talking to um, her, and I guess she was homeless, and that's why they were bothering her. Now, again, amongst the whole airport is covered in people sleeping and getting ready to, take their flights the next day. But I guess they knew her, which is why they were telling her to move along and leave. I felt really bad about that as that happened. And then part of me is like, well, you paid for a ticket and like, you know, it's a little different. And then what I noticed was that they were playing lullabies over the PA system at nighttime in the Vancouver airport to help people sleep, which was crazy to me. Anyways, I hope we're not frozen. We'll keep going. All Canadians share a single T1 line through the country. We apologize for the high traffic hours in the frozen north. And remember, I'm on an island, so it's even harder to get there. Is it frozen?
Due to security reasons, we'll have Chapman come up in about 3 people. We got a couple people out here that we can't.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Deputy?
Chapman will be going in about after Green. They got some security issues going on.
Okay. Okay, state your full name for the next. Okay, state your full name for me, sir.
John Dixon.
Okay, Mr. Dixon, you've been charged with 1 count of simple battery, family violence, your bond amount is $3,500. Do you understand the charge as well as your bond amount?
Yes.
Can you make bond?
Yes.
Okay, if you can make bond, there will be special conditions included on your bond order. The first condition is you're to have no contact with the alleged victim by the name of Deshauna King. You recognize that name?
Yes.
No contact means you must stay away directly, indirectly, by mail, by email, by pager, by text message, by social media, by telephone. You cannot contact her through a third person or go to her home or workplace. Secondly, because the alleged incident occurred at 6194 Lauren Lane, Rex, Georgia, 30273, you're not to return to that location while you're out on bond. Is that your primary residence?
Yes.
Okay, if it is, you'll need to make other arrangements, sir. However, I will allow you to make an appointment with the sheriff's office within 10 days of your release to retrieve any undisputed personal property at that location. You understand that?
May I speak on something?
1 minute, sir. Also, you cannot violate any laws while out on bond. Do you understand these special conditions of your release, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll allow you to ask questions when I finish. Secondly, your preliminary hearing is scheduled for July 25th, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. You understand that's your next court date, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and then based on your court-appointed application here, you do not qualify for a court-appointed attorney, so you will have to hire an attorney to represent you. At this time, I'll take any questions, sir.
It was more so of a comment. I was told by Officer Sydney yesterday that she waived the right to the residents. So so I guess since she waived the right to the residents, he was telling me that I would be allowed to come back to the house.
Okay, I have no knowledge of that. However, you can speak to your attorney about seeking a reconsideration of your bond conditions. However, as of now, my order will state that you're prohibited from going to that location. Okay, sir? So please comply, otherwise you will likely be detained again. You understand that? Unless your attorney can get your bond conditions modified. You understand that? Okay, thank you.
We got two people at the same time.
Hello.
Well, sir.
$41.58 is where we stopped it here. Just a 4202. Sorry. Let's guess what he did. I'm going burglary. I'm saying burglary. That's what I'm going with again. Every time I go with burglary, I seem to be wrong. Thank you, Nancy. You're so sweet. I'm feeling pretty rockin' tonight. Maybe it's that we're back in green in the chat. I don't know, but William, if that channel was there to witness it, why didn't they produce it? Is my question. Honestly, also, I'm just gonna say this. A petition to make a judge stream on YouTube is not going to have any impact whatsoever. They'll decide to do it if they want to. If they don't want to, they won't. But a petition will have no impact whatsoever on it. Just saying, like that's my personal opinion on it. I just don't think it will make any difference. Yeah. Shoplifting, gas station. Someone has to be involved at a gas station, Cellulite Yoga Pants says. Not using the bicycle lane, Jenny. That's a good one. We have big bicycle laws around here where I live in Canada. I'm about to go check and see how many likes are on the video, guys. So please make sure that you've done that.
State your full name for me.
Reginald Paul Duke.
Sorry, just before I go on. Yeah, exactly, Miss Carrie. Simpson gives no fucks about YouTube land. He doesn't care if 50,000 people sign a petition saying, we love you, come back. Honestly, it will make no impact whatsoever. And of course, the chat's going to be closed. I think that that's just the way it's going to be going forward in a lot of courts. But I honestly think, I actually believe that submitting a petition like that might actually push them the other way. That's my own personal opinion, why I haven't signed anything like that, because I actually think that it could persuade somebody to go the other way and stop streaming it entirely. But because if they're gonna do it, they'll do it. If they're not gonna do it, they won't. That's just the way it is. Like, courts are allowed to make those decisions by themselves. That's the way it goes. So, what do we think? What do we think? Trespassing. Also, thank you guys who are proud of me. I appreciate that. We are all in this together as we grow. So I appreciate each and every one of you support. Seriously.
Spell that for me.
RUTINALD PAUL. Dubiton is DUPITON.
Okay, so you've been charged with 1 count of criminal trespass. Your bond amount is $2,000. Do you understand the charge as well as your bond amount? You understand, sir?
Yes, you said what now?
You've been charged with 1 count of criminal trespass and your bond amount is $2,000.
Okay.
Okay, if you get made bond, there will be special conditions included on your bond order. The first condition is you're to stay away from the alleged victim in the case. That means there's no contact, directly, indirectly, by mail, by pager, by text message, by telephone, by social media, by third party. You cannot go to her home or workplace. Also, because the alleged incident occurred is 26430 Old South Drive, Clayton County, Georgia. You're not to return to that location while you're out on bond. You also cannot violate any laws while out on bond. Do you understand these special conditions of your release, sir? I've scheduled your preliminary hearing for July 25th, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. Would you like to waive your preliminary hearing or keep it on the court's calendar?
Let's keep it.
Okay.
Waiting for. What does it mean when you waive it?
I just asked her, she's just gonna say yes or no. Do you want to waive it or not?
What does that mean when you waive it?
Okay, if you're unsure, sir, I'll just leave it on the calendar, and then if you bond out, it's automatically waived. You understand that?
Okay.
Okay, and then I have approved a court-appointed attorney to represent you. Do you have any other questions, sir? Okay. Thank you.
You said,
Deputy, who's next?
Basin is coming up now. Take your mask off. Basin.
This is gonna be tricky hair, but we're gonna think about it while you guys think. Caught fell on the ground. Before you guys think about what's gonna be what did he do, this gentleman? While I try and replicate the hair, please. It's gonna be hard. Obviously, mine is long and straight, but I have an idea. Go like that. Yeah, okay. I think that would do it. That'll be as close as we can get. Theft or trespassing. What else? I can't really do it. I have just no fucking volume in my hair, you guys. Even when I tried to volumize it today, just can't. Insider trading, staking, William. Yes, he was spending so much time in the garden staking. He's been charged. Shoplifting. A merkin. Yes, that is his merkin, actually, huh? Public lewdness. Oh wait, maybe we could do it. Public dog fighting. Oh my god. Let's hope not, hey? Let's just hope not. This is messy. Why can't? Oh, I wish I was better at this. Oh, Oh, there we go. Oh, that's better. There we go. Yeah, that's the closest I can get. Robbery, jaywalking, DBA, drugs. I like it. Something pervy. That would fit right in with us, wouldn't it? He stole a puppy. Ew, don't steal puppies. A dealer. Oh, maybe. I don't have a bone to pick. You have bone straight hair, Lise, and could never understand why people use flattener. I also don't need to straighten my hair ever. It's just straight as fuck. So I think that's what you're saying. I get it. William, no bone to pick. Just having fun, bud. Having fun. Like close, right? Close. With all my hair up here. I love it. Okay, here we go.
Spell your name for me, sir.
My first name is spelled Brandon. My last name is spelled Faison.
Okay, sir. You've been charged with 1 count of burglary. Your bond amount is $15,000. Do you understand the charge as well as your bond amount?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you make bond?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if you can make bond, that will be a special condition included on your bond order. The first condition is you must stay away from the incident location identified as a Sunco. Street address is 2783 Mount Zion Road, Jonesboro, Georgia. You understand that, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
And then thirdly, you cannot violate any laws while out on bond. Secondly, I've scheduled your preliminary hearing for July 26, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. You understand that's your next court date, sir?
Yes, ma'am. You said July 26th?
July 26th.
Yes, ma'am.
And then on your court appointed form, you indicated you have a job, but you didn't put your monthly wages. Can you give me an estimate?
I'm self-employed. I own a construction business.
Mhm.
So like it varies. Like I get jobs like, you know,
So can you give
sometimes
me the
like,
a range?
like you talking about like monthly or like
Yes.
yearly?
Monthly.
Monthly, maybe around like 9,000 to $10,000 a month.
A month?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, based on that, you would not qualify for a court appointed attorney, so you would have to hire your own. You understand that, sir? Okay, thank you.
$10,000 a month, son. What are you stealing? Seriously, if you're making $10,000 a month, what the fuck are you stealing for? That's nothing. That's insane. Miss Carrie, well, hello. Oh God. And why does his hair look like that? Christy, welcome. Thank you for being here. Make sure you've clocked in for your shift. We're having quite a nice night tonight. It's a Saturday. Street pharmacist, J-Mac. That's a good way to put it, hey? Yeah, but you can't be stupid enough to make 10K a month and also report that income to a like judge, right? Courtney, his looks like a dead animal. Mine looks amazing. You're so sweet. Also, Miss Carrie, you said that my hair gets greasier every minute that I touch it, which is true. Also, I put oil on it. And I just washed it like, I don't know, 2 hours ago. So I'm really not that worried about it. He a pimp, straight pimpin'.
Yana Green is gonna go next for safety reasons. And then Thomas will go after him. I know it's out of order.
Yes, you know, this is very confusing. I don't understand why y'all have several inmates that y'all saying can't go. So we need to.
So they can go, but they can go.
Well, it's difficult when I'm shuffling around hundreds of papers. State your full name for me.
Gene Green.
Speak up, sir.
Gene Green.
Okay, Mr. Green, you've been charged with 3 offenses. The first offense is battery. Your bond amount is $4,000. The second offense is ride in a penal institution. There's a no bond in light of the circumstances. Thirdly, you've been charged with participation in a criminal gang activity. There's a no bond on that. So therefore, I'm not setting bond for you today on those 2 charges, sir. I've scheduled your preliminary hearing for July 26, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. And then your bond hearing will be July 28, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. Do you understand those 2 different hearing dates?
Yeah.
Okay, and then with respect to your court-appointed counsel here, let me just locate your form. You would qualify for a court-appointed attorney, sir, so I will appoint an attorney to represent you. Do you have any questions? Any questions? Okay. Okay, 1 minute.
Remember the first one we watched of Judge Dismissal Dan, where it was the riot in the penal facility?
Yes, Fleming. Speak up. Phineas Fleming.
Okay, Mr. Fleming. You've been charged with 3 offenses. The first offense is red light violation. Your bond amount is $500. Second offense is open container.
That same fucking trifecta that the other lady was charged with? What the fuck? Also, was his name Hideous? We have to go back. I think his name was Hideous. Is it Hideous? That's a mean name, parents. Don't name your child Hideous. What the fuck are you doing? That's just evil. Let's go back.
Phineas Fleming.
Is around you. No.
State your full name for me, sir.
Phineas Fleming. Speak up. Phineas Fleming.
Okay, Mr. Fleming. You've been charged with 3 offenses. The first offense is red light violation. Your bond amount is $500. Second offense is open container in violation of Georgia law. That's $500. And third offense is driving under the influence. Your bond amount is $3,500. Therefore, your total bond is $4,500. Do you understand the charges as well as your bond amounts?
Yes.
Okay, I've scheduled your preliminary hearing for July 25th, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. Would you like to waive your preliminary hearing or keep it on the court's calendar? Would you like to waive it, sir, or keep it on the calendar? If you bond out, it's automatically waived.
Gonna bond out now.
Okay. And then based on your application, you do qualify for a court-appointed attorney, so I have approved an attorney to represent you. Do you have any questions? Okay, thank you. Okay, state your full name for me.
Gibson.
Okay, Mr. Gibson, you've been charged with 1 offense of speeding, excessive speeding. Your bond amount is $2,500. Do you understand the charge as well as your bond amount?
Yes.
Okay, can you make bond?
Oh.
For the fucking 10th time today, she goes, "Do you understand your charges and the bond amount?" And I say, "I don't, Your Honor." My hair is looking just wicked right now, but seriously, what in the fuck? For speeding? Excessive speeding? What kind of excessive speeding are you doing that you're getting a $2,500 bond? I'm pretty positive that we've heard people doing open containers of liquor in vehicles and driving offenses under the influence for less bond than that. What on earth is happening in Clayton County? And again, this is why I love dismissal van Judge Nagel, because he just wasn't standing for all this shit. Some of this paperwork ain't done right. He's sending it away. Sending it away. Vogue. That's right. Like 40 over the posted speed limit? My God. Okay, but 40 miles an hour or 30 miles an hour are, oh, Miss Carrie, $680 US? Ooh, girl. Oh, speeding ain't worth that. I'll tell you something. I'm gonna knock on wood on my head. I've never gotten a speeding ticket ever in my life. Never, ever, ever. And I I'm a good driver. Like, I think it's because of my brain, the way that it works, because I don't have a visual imagery. So I've never understood how people like were distracted driving and then, you know, like got in accidents because they were daydreaming or whatever. It was odd to me. But I did one time get pulled over because I forgot to renew my driver's license. Hashtag ADHD life. Because I don't smoke and I don't drink. I don't get ID'd very often. And my driver's license expired and I didn't know it. I mean, maybe I knew it like deep down, but I didn't know it. And so one day, this was many years ago, I was driving, but I already had a child, so less than 15 years ago. And I was driving my sister to school downtown, and this police officer like turned on the lights, and of course, like I've literally never been pulled over once in my entire life, so I was freaking out. I didn't know what to do. I turn over, I pull over, and we're in our downtown, which is a pretty compact, busy area, but I had pulled into a spot, like a parking spot. And the cop comes up to me and he says, "Can I see your driver's license registration, please?" And of course, I give it to him. And he says, "You know, your driver's license is expired." And I was like, "No, it's not." And he's like, "Yeah, it is." And I like look at it and I'm like, "Oh my God, it absolutely is." And he was just like, yeah. And I was like, "I've never gotten a ticket before. I've never sped, like gotten a speeding ticket. I've never had anything on my record before." And I was like, why did you pull me over?" And he said, "Well, we have license plate scanners and they flag the vehicle as being owned by a non-licensed driver." And so I was like, "Oh, what do I do?" And he said, "Well, I'm not going to tow your car to be nice, but you have to go get your new driver's license like right away." So he let me stay parked in the parking spot that I was in and gave me a ticket for driving without a license. Now, of course, I had insurance, right? And I had like everything else was legal, but I, for some reason, was without a license. Anyways, so in Canada, in BC, where I live, it's called the ICBC, Insurance Corporation of British Columbia. They issue all of the insurance in the province, plus your licensing, etc., is handled through there. So I go down there and I have to pay probably like $300 or $400 to pay the ticket and then to take the test for my full license that I had to get. And I pass the test, I get my full license, everything seems to be handled. I go about my business thinking to myself, damn, that was stupid. Don't do that again, you know? But about 6 months later, I get a letter in the mail from the superintendent of motor vehicles stating that because of my unsafe driving record, that my license was being suspended for 6 months. And I was like taken aback, obviously, like, what? My unsafe, again, never had a ticket, nothing like that. That one ticket and incident had triggered this basically automatic suspension of my driver's license for 6 months. Now, you're allowed to appeal a suspension like that. And of course, I was like, I'm gonna have to appeal. I mean, I have to drive my daughter to school, I have to drive to work, all these different things. But I went on Reddit beforehand, and there's a Reddit subreddit on there for people that worked at ICBC. And there was specific threads where people were talking about, like, how do I get my license back? How do I appeal these things properly? And the advice in there was like, make zero excuses, take all responsibility, and grovel in your letter. And in order to appeal it, you have to pay $100, regardless if it gets set aside or not. It's $100 just to appeal. So I sent this $100 in with this letter, and I wrote the letter and said, "Dear Superintendent of Driving, I apologize for not knowing that my license was expired. That is my fault entirely. And I promise every year on my birthday to look at my driver's license and make sure that it is not expired. And this will never happen again." And a few other things that I wrote in the letter. But thankfully, they actually did rescind the suspension and allowed me to keep driving. But still, if we could renew our driver's licenses online, I think life would be a lot easier, but we still have to go down in person. And BC does sound like it's from by the mafia. Honestly, Loud Elvis, the problem here in BC is that there's no public, like, there's no private insurance companies in a sense. And so you can't shop around for insurance rates. And then also what they do is administratively penalize people for driving infractions as opposed to criminally. So they sidestep the criminal system in order to just administratively penalize somebody. So for example, a person who's under 25 in this province and insures a car might be paying $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 a month, or not a month, sorry, $8,000 a year for insurance, which is still very, very high, very high. But and it's all handled by the ICBC Corporation, which is a crown corporation run by the government employees working there. And it's a bit of a racket, to be honest. That's sort of the way that it is. Somebody else asked something before I'm gonna get going. Oh, how long? Every 5 years, miscarry. So how it works is you on your birthday, when you turn 16, you're eligible to get your driver's license here. It's a learner's permit, and there's a lot of restrictions on it. Generally, it takes 2 years to pass the learner's phase to get into the new driver's phase, which also has restrictions on it. And you can be in the new driver's phase for 5 years before you're in a fully licensed driver's phase in British Columbia. The reason that I was judged so harshly on the no license ticket is because my license was technically an N, or a new driver's license. And so they have an absolutely zero tolerance policy in terms of different infractions. And so that's why it was more strict. But I sort of got around that because when I went to the ICBC to take the test, I literally paid and took my test to get my full driver's license. So now I have a full driver's license, and it is valid for like another 5 years. I just got it renewed, and it is valid now for another 5 years. Thank you. But the woman, when she was taking my picture this time, was a real bitch. Okay. You know what she did to me? She literally said this. Because, like, obviously I have a better side. Like, and I know that because I take lots of pictures of myself. And so, like, I'm ready for my picture. And she's like, no smiling. I'm like, and then she's like, I can't see both of your ears. And you see how I'm looking right now? Like, you can't see both of my ears. And I'm like, okay, I don't, I have really small ears. And she's like, I need to see both of your ears. Now, first of all, that's weird. I've never heard that before. I don't know what the ears have to do with it. I don't know why you need both of them. But she absolutely needed to see both of my ears in this picture. And so she took like 3 pictures. And the picture that she ended up going with is so hideous that I feel like losing it on purpose just so that I can get another one because I had to like do like my face down and then like just like seriously, how hard is it to show both my ears? It's actually very difficult. It was hard. Why does it matter? I don't know, Bev. I actually don't know. I had no clue. Honestly, I think it's because she just wanted me to have an ugly picture. Like sometimes if you work for the government and your job sort of sucks, like the little pleasures you have all day is being like making this pretty girl take an ugly picture. Like, I mean, I can see why I would do that, but I don't know. It's not, I don't think it was a real facial recognition thing because I've taken like, oh, there we go. Look, both my ears are here now. Sort of. Again, what if I had my hair down? What if my hair was down covering my ears? I have many questions about the rules, but of course, don't want to fight it too much. I was already battling having gotten a divorce and like, but like imagine if my hair was down like this, you're not seeing any of my ears. What do I mean? Like, it's not, it doesn't say that you need your hair back. Anyways, regardless, I mean, she really didn't like it because I was wearing this outfit entirely, and I was just like, can we do it like this? And she said no.
You say no?
Yeah, I say no.
Okay. Okay, I've scheduled your preliminary hearing for July 25th, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. You understand that's your next court date, sir? July
Yeah, but
25th.
I got court on 24 too in the other case.
Well, if you make bond, then you'll be able to make both. Okay, so your bond is very reasonable. It's 2,500. And then you didn't indicate on your court appointed form whether or not you have a job. Do you have a job?
No.
Okay. So you would qualify for a court appointed attorney. Do you have any other questions?
No, but I'm trying to see if I can go to mental health court.
I'm sorry, sir, your question?
I can go to mental health court. I'm
Any-
on mental health. I'm on medicine.
Okay, that's something you can speak to your court appointed attorney about to see if they can get you a waiver. Okay?
All right.
Okay, thank you. Okay, state your full name for me.
Sanchez Gordy.
In my passport picture, which is a 10-year passport, I look like a Russian gangster woman. Seriously. No fucking joke. Hold on. I've really got to cover all of these up just for like legalities. But you can see I look like a freaking Russian gangster. My big collar on my neck at the time. Iowa's here. Welcome, Miss Iowa. Hope you're doing well too. Oh, luggage ticket. I am able to take a bad picture, Lisa. Believe me, I got a lot of bad pictures. Lots of them. You guys are too sweet, by the way. Any drugs for this guy? I think riot in a penal. Riot in the penal facility.
Okay, 1 minute, sir. One minute.
He does. He assaulted his brother, feeling assault on a Leo. What do we got? What do we got? What do we... He assaulted his barber. I'm checking the likes right now, guys. Please make sure that you've clocked in. It's so important. Maybe disappointed. On likes. We're good on likes. We got 47. 30 see you watching right now. If you haven't yet, make it. I'm very happy when we get to 50 likes. Believe me.
Okay, sir. Mr. Gordon, you've been charged with 2 offenses. The first offense is discharging a firearm near a highway. Your bond amount is $5,000. The second offense is reckless conduct. Your bond amount is $2,000. Therefore, your total bond is $7,000. Do you understand the charges as well as your bond amounts?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, can you make bond?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I've scheduled your preliminary hearing for July 25th, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. Would you like to waive your preliminary hearing or keep it on the calendar?
Keep it on the calendar.
Okay, and then I have approved a court-appointed attorney to represent you. Okay, do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Piso. Oh, wait, Piso.
Okay, state your full name for me.
Brandon Hernandez.
Mr. Hernandez, you've been charged with 3 offenses. The first offense is possession of marijuana less than an ounce. Your bond amount is $1,000. Second offense is failure to stop or yield in violation of Georgia law. Your bond amount is $500. And then the third offense is driving without a license. Your bond amount is $1,000. Therefore, your total bond is $2,500. Do you understand the charges as well as your bond amounts?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you make bond?
Yes.
Okay. I've scheduled your preliminary hearing for July 25th, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. Would you like to waive your preliminary hearing or keep it on the court's calendar?
Waive.
You want to waive it? Okay, so you'll need to sign a waiver form to waive it, sir. And then on your court-appointed application, you put that you have a job, but you failed to provide your monthly income. Can you give me an estimate?
$1,000.
Okay. So you would qualify for a court-appointed attorney. So I will approve your application. Do you have any question?
No, ma'am.
Okay, well, make sure to get the waiver form. Deputy, he needs a waiver form to waive his preliminary hearing. Okay,
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
thank you. Okay, state your full name for me.
Yes, ma'am. Zachary Crawford Horton.
Okay, last name is Harden, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Harden, you've been charged with 5 offenses. The first offense is a red light violation. Your bond amount is $500. Second offense is concealing an ID on a motor vehicle. Your bond amount is $500. Third, you have 2 separate counts of having an unregistered tag or unlicensed tag. The bond amount for each is $1,000, and then you are also charged with driving under the influence. Your bond amount is $3,500. Therefore, your total bond here is going to be $6,500. Do you understand the charges as well as your bond amounts?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I've scheduled your preliminary hearing for July 25th, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. Would you like to waive your preliminary hearing or keep it on the court's calendar?
Let's keep it on the calendar.
Okay, and then based on your court-appointed application here, you would qualify for a court-appointed attorney. So I've approved your application. Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am, I don't.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
No, not this. All right, the name.
Yeah, the Mr. Hutchinson is coming up now.
Who's coming up? I'm sorry, who's coming up, Deputy?
Hutchinson.
Okay, Mr. Hutchinson, you've been charged with 3 offenses. The first offense is reckless conduct. Your bond amount is $2,500. Third offense is theft by taking. Your bond amount is $3,500. Third offense is discharging a firearm near a highway. Your bond amount is $5,000. Therefore, your total bond is, let's see here, $11,000. Do you understand the charges as well as your bond amounts?
Yeah.
Okay, I've scheduled your preliminary hearing for July 26, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. You understand that's your next court date, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you refuse to complete the court-appointed application. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions to see if you qualify for a court-appointed attorney, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have a job? You have a job, sir?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so therefore you will qualify for a court-appointed attorney. Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Thank you.
Hey, man, look. I've got.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, yeah. It don't gotta be escorted. They good. About to take him back.
Okay, state your full name for me, sir.
Thomas Knight.
Hey, Mr. Knight, you've been charged with 3 offenses. The first offense is violation of Georgia Controlled Substance Act. Your bond amount is $4,000. The second offense is use or possession of drug-related items. Your bond amount is $1,000. Third offense is loitering or prowling. Your bond amount is $1,000. Therefore, your total bond is $6,000. Do you understand the charges? What's your bond amount?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I've scheduled your preliminary hearing for July 26, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. You understand that's your next court date, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and then based on your application here, you will have to hire your own attorney. You don't qualify for a court-appointed attorney. Do you have any questions, sir?
No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Okay, state your full name for me.
Ernest Winfield.
Okay, Mr. Minifield, you've been charged with 4 offenses. The first offense is violation of Georgia Controlled Substance Act. Your bond amount is $3,500. The second, you have a second count of violation of Georgia Controlled Substance Act with intent to manufacture, sell, distribute, or deliver. Your bond amount is $3,500. The third offense is use or possession of drug-related items. Your bond amount is $1,500. Fourth offense is being in possession of a weapon during a crime. Your bond amount is $5,000. Therefore, your total bond is $13,500. Do you understand the charges as well as your bond amount, sir? Okay, I've scheduled a preliminary hearing for July 26, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. You understand that's your next court date, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and then let's see here, you do qualify for a court-appointed attorney, so I have approved your application. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, thank you, sir.
He was fine. He's good to walk by himself or?
Where you going?
Oh. Where you going?
Okay, state your full name for me.
I thought you was up.
Spell the last name for me.
That is OKAFOR.
Okay, so you've been charged with one count of criminal trespass. Your bond amount is $1,500. Do you understand the charge as well as your bond amount?
I do, Your Honor.
Okay, can you make bond?
Not sure.
Okay, if you can make bond, there will be special conditions included on your bond order. This is considered a family violence charge, so therefore, sir, I'm prohibiting you from contacting the alleged victim in the case by the name of Tiffany Purvis. It appears that Ms. Purvis is your wife, correct?
Correct.
So there's a no contact as a condition of your release. You must stay away from her directly, indirectly, by mail, by email, by pager, by text message, by telephone, by social media. Cannot contact her through a third person or go to her home or workplace. Secondly, because the alleged incident occurred at 1803 Magnolia Circle, Jonesboro, Georgia, you're not to return to that location while you're out on bond. Is that your primary residence?
Yes, that's not her resident. That's my resident.
Okay, well, she lives there with you, so therefore.
No, she doesn't.
Well, that's what it says. You live, it says live and maintain a relationship as a husband and wife at that location. So unfortunately, listen to what I'm saying, sir. Do not interrupt. Do not interrupt.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so you're going to be prohibited from returning to that location. However, I will allow you to make an appointment with the sheriff's office within 10 days of your release to retrieve any undisputed personal property. In addition, you cannot violate any laws while out on bond. Do you understand these special conditions of your release? Because if you don't, sir, I can't deny you bond. Do you understand that?
Understood, Your Honor.
Okay. So you'll need to comply with the conditions of your release. I've scheduled your preliminary hearing for July 25th, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. You understand that's your next court date, sir?
How do I get notified if I'm not to return to my address?
Okay, sir. That's not the question I asked you. I asked you, did you understand that July 25th was your next court date?
Yes, understood, Your Honor.
Okay, and then I've appointed an attorney to represent you. That will conclude your first appearance hearing for today. Good luck, sir.
Okay.
Have a nice day. Thank you.
The time when they come to Scott.
Next, please state your full name for me. Okay, sir. You've been charged with 4 offenses. The first offense is unlawful possession of a firearm. The second offense is possession of marijuana less than an ounce. The third offense is violation of Georgia Controlled Substance Act, Schedule 1. And the fourth offense is driving on a suspended license. So with respect to the possession of marijuana, sir, you do have a preset bond of $1,000. With respect to the license, driving on a suspended or revoked license, you have a preset bond of $1,500. However, on the 2 remaining felony charges, which is the unlawful possession of a firearm, as well as the violation of Georgia Controlled Substance Act, Schedule 1, I'm not authorized to set bail for you today because you're currently on active probation. You've been on probation according to my record since May 1st of 2023. So therefore, sir, I'm not authorized to set bond for you today. Do you understand the charges as well as the no bond? You understand that, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I've scheduled your preliminary hearing for July 26, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. And then your bond hearing will be July 28, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. Do you understand those 2 different hearing dates, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and then based on your application, you do qualify for a court-appointed attorney. So I will approve your application. Do you have any questions? Okay, thank you.
Medical.
Okay, state your full name for me, sir.
I'm Randolph Jr. Jamal Scott the Fourth.
Okay, 1 minute. So, Mr. Scott, you've been charged with 2 offenses. The first offense is giving a false name address or date of birth to a law enforcement official, your bond amount is $1,500. Second offense is driving on a suspended or revoked license, your bond amount is $1,500. Therefore, your total bond is $3,000. Do you understand the charge as well as your bond amounts?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Okay, I've scheduled your preliminary hearing for July 25th, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. Would you like to waive your preliminary hearing or keep it on the calendar?
Keep it on the calendar.
Okay, if you bond out, it's automatically waived. And then based on your application here, you would qualify for a court-appointed attorney. Okay,
Yes, Your
any
Honor.
questions, sir?
I do, Your Honor. Am I allowed to bond out today?
Yes, as soon as I send over the order, you have preset bond. So yes, you can, if you can make arrangements today, the order will go over today. Okay,
I can, Your Honor.
okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm. Okay, state your full name for me, sir.
Golden Nicholas Saylor.
Okay, Mr. Saylor, 1 minute. Do you recall completing a court-appointed counsel form, sir? Do you know if you completed one?
Yes, ma'am. I have.
Okay, I have to locate it. I don't see it here. Let me see here. Let me get you a charge first. You've been charged with one count of giving a false name, address, date of birth to a law enforcement official. Your bond amount is $1,500. Do you understand the charge as well as your bond amount?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you make bond?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'll schedule your preliminary hearing for July 25th, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. Would you like to waive your preliminary hearing?
No, ma'am.
Okay, no problem. Let's see here, and then it looks like you do qualify for a court-appointed attorney, so I have approved an attorney to represent you. And then your preliminary hearing is going to be scheduled for July 25th, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. Do you have any questions? Have any questions, sir?
Would I be able to bond out today?
I'm not certain of today, but I'll send over the order today. You have a preset bond. Okay, so as soon as the order is processed, you'll be able to bond out. Okay, sir?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, next inmate.
Thomas. Step up.
Okay. State your full name for me, sir. Sir, please speak up. Okay, Mr. Thomas, you've been charged with 2 counts. One count is possession of marijuana less than an ounce. Your bond amount is $1,000. Second offense is use or possession of drug-related items. Your bond amount is $1,500. Therefore, your total bond is $2,500. Do you understand the charges as well as your bond amounts? Okay, I've scheduled your preliminary hearing for July 25th, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. Would you like to waive your preliminary hearing or keep it on the court's calendar? Okay, if you're not sure, I'll leave it on the calendar, sir. You did refuse to complete the court-appointed counsel form. Do you not need an attorney? Okay, do you have a job, sir? Sir, you need to speak up so I can see if I can assist you.
No.
Do you have a job? I didn't hear you. Okay, so I have approved an attorney to represent you. Do you have any questions? Okay, thank you.
Your Honor, stand by. I'm grabbing Williams.
Okay.
Hairstyles and saying hi. I hope everybody's doing well. Make sure you've clocked in for your shift by hitting the like button. The next one's coming up. What a great night we've had so far. Saturday. Super chats are back. Membership back.
All right. So that's him. 6.
Step right here in front of you.
Okay, state your full name for me, sir.
Emmanuel, in the middle.
Okay, Mr. Woods, you've been charged with one count of interference with government property. Your bond amount is $3,000. Do you understand the charge as well as your bond amount?
You said bond $3,000. Do I understand the charge? What's that now? Can you explain to me?
Interference with the government property? Yes, sir. According to the warrant, here's the MAJ Williams committed the offense of destruction of government property by rolling paper and lit the paper. He lit a mattress on fire. Williams ran into his cell to conceal the items. M.A. Williams told the sergeant that I did it for fun, no reasons. So that's what the basis of the charge is, sir. I've scheduled your preliminary. Do not interrupt me, sir. I've scheduled your preliminary hearing for July 26, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. That'll be your next court date. And then I have approved a court-appointed attorney to represent you on this charge. That will conclude your first appearance hearing for today. We're not here for that today, sir. Have a nice day. Thank you. Thank you. No questions, sir. Thank you. Okay, 1 minute.
Your Honor.
Yes. I'm still waiting on Chapman and Moore.
Yeah, no.
Your Honor, thank you. We're getting Chapman for you right now.
Okay, then what about Moore?
Okay, more.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Hey.
Y'all specifically requested that she go last, so y'all need to present
You will
her.
be. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, state your full name. Sir, speak up. This is a formal court proceeding.
Chapman.
Okay, Mr. Chapman, you've been charged with 15 offenses. I will give you the offense for each charge and then the bond amount. With respect to you have a charge of theft by receiving stolen property. Your bond amount is $5,000. You have a charge of reckless driving. Your bond amount is $2,000. You have a charge of fleeing from a police officer. Your bond amount is $2,500. You have an obstruction of a law enforcement officer. Your bond amount for that one is $2,000. You have another theft by receiving stolen property. Your bond amount is $2,000. You have possession of a firearm or a dangerous weapon. Your bond amount is $5,000. You are also charged with having not having a license as a resident. Your bond amount is $1,000. You were driving on the wrong side of the road in violation of Georgia law. Allegedly, your bond amount is $500. There was also a charge for a red light violation. Your bond amount is $500. You have a hit and run charge. Your bond amount for that one is $3,000. You also have an aggravated assault charge with a deadly weapon. Your bond amount is $20,000. There's a too fast for condition charge. Your bond amount is $500. You are also charged with driving on a divided highway in violation of Georgia law. Your bond amount is $500. There's another red light violation charge. Your bond amount is $500. And then also you were driving wrong side of the road, $500 when you allegedly was attempting to flee from law enforcement officers. Therefore, your total bond is $45,500. Do you understand the charges as well as your bond amount, sir?
Yeah, man. I just caught a bond for everything though.
Yeah, well, yeah, you got a bond. You got a bond on each charge. I've scheduled your preliminary hearing for July 26, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom because the aggravated assault is considered a felony, sir. You understand that? So your next court date is going to be July 26, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. And then I didn't see your court-appointed counsel form. Did you complete one for the jail?
I'm out that little paper they gave for
Yes.
a lawyer.
Yes.
I actually be
I asked to be on.
You asked to be on what?
I asked them to give me a lawyer.
Okay, that's fine. Are you currently employed, sir?
Huh?
Are you currently employed?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so you will qualify for a court-appointed attorney, so I will approve court-appointed attorney to represent you, okay? Okay, that will conclude your first appearance here for today. Thank you.
Whatever. Why y'all just kept me in there so long?
Okay, Deputy, I'm ready for more.
Okay, we're clearing the floor. We're clearing the floor.
Come on.
Judge, we got to get him uncuffed and out, and then we'll bring more up.
Here we go.
Thank you.
Okay. I'll let you guys listen to this. It's crazy.
Batman.
Yeah, but it's
Where the heck did Mr. Moore from his mission? Um, Guys, if you're just getting here, you're just getting back, make sure that you clocked in for your shift by hitting the like button. Tell me what you had for dinner. If you didn't like what you had for dinner, tell me what you wish you had for dinner. And guess what Mr. Moore did? He has been sequestered this entire time, and he is obviously here for some reason. I mean, we have heard some craziness. Craziness, craziness, craziness. She's definitely not as sensitive as Dismissal Dan. No, no, no. Miss K, it's kind of hard to get a lot of things ready when they're in the hole, if you know what I mean. Where did they get all these people from? Marielle, Miguel. They arrest them. They arrest them. What can I say? Also, please know that I thank you for indulging me in the hair change game. I don't know why I find that fun to do. Try and copy the hairstyles. All in good fun. Just because it's something to do. Once again, memberships are going to open on the channel, and gifting memberships not so much, but joining yourself seems working just fine. Let me just see, I don't know what's going to happen here. There isn't that much time left. If I skip ahead, that we'll miss it. Look, that's why you don't touch it. Hold on.
More, Your Honor. Take that off.
Okay, please state your full name for me.
Okay, which one amongst us thought that it was a woman? I'm calling it. I didn't. Did anybody? And what did she do? I paused it now, Lisa. It's a lady. Whoa, 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 it's a lady. Seriously, what did she do? What do I feel like she did? Terroristic threats. That's my guess. Terroristic threats. Kristen Lawson, thank you for being here. You're having round table pizza for dinner, a salad, and some chocolate chip cookies you just made. Ah! That sounds delicious. I'm seeing assault with God pew-pews from Miss Carrie, assault from our cross 35, beat up her boyfriend, Courtney says. Child something, endangerment? Cellulite Yoga Pants says. Weed, no license, loud Elvis. Marielle Miguel just loves being here and says I'm pretty, thank you. 50 likes, yes! Oh, that makes me so happy. Thank you guys so, so much. Assault, I'm seeing pew-pew charges. Oh, okay. Let's see what it is. This is our last one for the evening, guys. We've been going, doesn't it feel like we just started? But literally, it's been almost 3 hours, incredibly. And I mean that in the most genuine sense of the word, incredibly. But before we finish this off and get saying goodbye, please remember that tomorrow is Sunday, which means that we have our standard Court Watchers Anonymous meeting that will be happening. I think, I know it feels like we just started, Courtney, doesn't it? Don't worry, things are only going to grow and continue to grow as the channel grows. But seriously, Court Watchers Anonymous meeting will be tomorrow. Don't miss it if you love court. It's a place to be. And then next week, I know it's Thanksgiving in the States, but your Canadian bad girl will have court content for you. Don't you worry. Let's see what Miss Moore did here. Let's see. Thanks, Nancy. Thank you, everybody who's been here, who's supporting the channel. Super appreciate it. Credence and Mikey, I thought I saw you earlier. Thank you, as usual, for your support. Couldn't do it without you. Appreciate it.
More.
Okay, Ms. Moore, you've been charged with 1 count of aggravated stalking. In light of the nature of the charge, I'm not authorized to set bail for you today. Only a superior court judge can do that. Do you understand the charge as well as the no bond?
Yeah.
I've scheduled your preliminary hearing for July 26, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. And then your bond hearing will be July 28, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. Do you understand those two different hearing dates? Okay, and then you did not complete the court-appointed counsel form. Do you not need a court-appointed attorney, ma'am?
I have been trying to reach out to him. I didn't know it was a form that I needed completed.
Okay, do you currently have a job?
Yes, I still work here.
You still work for Clayton County? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, I'm being that there's a no bond and you will not be working for the next couple of weeks. I'm gonna go ahead and approve an attorney to represent you. Okay? Okay. Do you have any questions? Okay, thank you.
Wow. Yeah, she worked at Clayton County, I believe, in the jail or in the city system or something like that. And then she was just charged with aggravated stalking. So is that why they kept her separate, is the question. Was it because they knew her in the jail? Because she is an employee there? I don't know. I don't know. But that was very interesting. The fact that you think she's a guard? Wow. That would be pretty crazy if she was a jail guard and then was charged and then housed in that same jail. Interesting. My goodness. You know, Clayton County, like I said at the beginning of the show, Clayton County, contiguous, which means it touches to Clayton County, Georgia. Or sorry, to Fulton County, Georgia, which is where Judge Manning works and where a lot of hearings that we've watched come. But we know that the time that a lot of people are held in jail in Fulton County is long comparatively to Clayco. I don't know how many times we have to say Clayco before Presto shows up. He hasn't been around in a while, but anyways. You guys listen. I so appreciate each and every one of you being here. It was a wonderful evening. I've had a blast as usual. We're coming up on 3 hours. I know it feels like it flew by, but in reality, I've been literally standing on my feet for 3 hours in front of you. Um, and I've enjoyed every minute of it. Please make sure that you go ahead and like the video. It's super helpful. Comment on if you want to really impress me. And don't forget that we'll be back tomorrow with Court Watchers Anonymous. Check the channel for the time of the stream. Anyways, remember, I love you, I'm proud of you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Oh, Mikey, be careful if you're too sick. And Kristen, I love to bake as well. We're going to be doing some cook along episodes soon too. Actually, heads up, tomorrow is going to be our ingredients list day for our Instant Pot cook along. So keep that in mind, everyone. Mikey, feel better. Bye.